Hi, today we will see a presentation about how using callback in Ruby. You know that you can do before action in a controller and you can put some tag and then it will run some action before, around, after. Okay, you know that. You can do the same thing in the active record element, an active record class. But can you do it? How you use it in a non-controller class or a non-active record class, in any class. Okay. At some point, we'll see in another video that the pattern of callback is like a decorator. You can decorate your class doing something before, doing something after. Uh, we have another kind of object we can use if we use like some kind of dependency injection or aspect-oriented coding. It's like in C Sharp, you can wrap your class in something, then you can add callback or interpreter on it. Then you can define what is has to be done before, what has to be done after. It's the same pattern. Uh, so there's a class, there's documentation about active record callback, and you can go there, but be aware that this is uh, you need to be an active record class, which it, it's not the case here. We want to do code on any class. Or what I found that is quite cool is you can go directly to the active model callbacks, and then you will be able to see how the code is implemented. And then what is nice in the gens, it Ruby gives you guidelines there also. Then you can just look at the comment and then you will understand how to implement it, and it will give you some hints. Keep watching. So by example here, what we have is the callback class of ActiveModel. Okay, there's a lot of stuff, cool stuff in ActiveModel. Then, like I said, you have explanation. Okay, you want to do callback. You have a class. You extend callback, and it will tell you. Okay, you have to define callback that create an update, and then when you want to create, it will you will have to do run callback, create, do, and then you put your code there. And there's a lot of explanation of what the code will do. Uh, and then you just have to read there that, and then you can implement it as easy as it is. And we'll go and we'll do it. Okay, here's the code. First, it said that you have to extend active model. But first at all, you have to require the active model code, or if you have any kind of application that it's already configured, that's it. But you have to use active model. Then in your class, you have to extend active model callback. This will add some meta function to your code, and then you will be able to do some stuff. Okay, let's say we have in that case run, just a function run, and then we want to put something. I'm in run. Okay, that's it. Just to know that the code is working. Just for the sake of the presentation, new terminal. Okay, then we can do I'm in run. Then we know that the code now is working. Okay, that's fine. It's quite nice. Let's go down. What the second step is to define that we will have callback on the method run. And we want to do, for this case, we just have to define what we will do before run. Okay, this is all explained in the active model. It will create some before run. You will have also after run, and you can do around run. Okay, and there are some others. And then you just define a method that it will be called. Like in this case, we will just do we will just do put in action before run. Okay, but if we run this like that, okay, it won't work as it should be. Why? Because the callback definition said that you have to implement run callback. If you look inside the controller implementation of Ruby, you will look at you will see that this is implemented because the inherit from concern and concern inherit from not inherit but extend already extend callback. Then all is included, and they do some magic to tie all the stuff there. But if you want to do it in your application, basically you just have to add run callback from and then end. That's it. It's done. What this code will do, it will call the callback that is defined here. It's like an array or something, just a definition, and then it will do this before and then do this after. Let's run. Yay! In action before run, I'm in run. At some point here, what I'm not happy with or strange, it's like you have to add some code here and you have to add some extra metadata to your class. Okay, it's a Ruby way. Okay, it's not like C# or Java. It's a way to do it in Ruby. At some point, if we want to be code technology aware or we don't want to be Ruby code, what we can use it's like a decorator. It's the pattern that do the stuff. Is it better to use a decorator or use a callback there? At some point, I think I will prefer the decorator because just about the point of view of test-driven development. Okay, in test-driven development, you want to separate your class. You want to specify some action. When you do this in Ruby, what is hard is you have to use mock and all of those things just to try to call inside code in your stuff. But you are like not compliant to a solid principle like SRP and open close principle. Then some point you should use delegation over abstraction. But this is another subject. Thank you for watching.